Could be mistaken. As happened before, I have made mistakes in the past, but remembering to start the timer today, that is step number 1 of streaming these races. Very cool stuff. Got both players popping through the intro here, heading on into the opening sequence. And I know what a lot of you in the chat room are saying. You know, you're like, oh man, this could be a blowout. Tyron, how do you even beat this guy? But look, at the end of the day, we're going to see 2 strong races. And both players have the potential to PB. I mean, Tyron obviously a little bit more difficult to make that happen. But Shemcat, this dude's been gaming. Apparently knocking his PB down about 30 seconds this last time I updated it. So this guy definitely has it underneath his belt. In the arsenal, so to speak. Apparently the Shemcat believers really actually think that he can topple Tyron, the king himself. So I mean, I'm not gonna doubt the cat. I mean, I've said it before in the chat. Don't doubt the cat. Dude shows up to play, and he is keeping it toe to toe with Tyron so far here in Cap Kingdom. I actually requested a world record from Tyron in the back room. I told him basically, you know, if we're gonna keep this league going, we need to farm a little bit more hype. We need to get like some world records, at least 1 or 2. From now until the playoffs, he said, you know, no problem. I'll just bust one out real quick here. So I'm sure we'll see that right here. Imagine if Maze Clip, dude, I saw that. That's so sick. Is that like a new like strat that was found, or is it like something that people are just like toying with throwing into RTA runs? Obviously, when I say people, I mean Tyron, but you know, I was still happy to see that. It wasn't quite what I was expecting, because like the way that grabbing that moon works, like Mario legit jumps through the roof. I was thinking that there's some way they found to like clip through the roof and then go over the normal way, but they can literally just go through the wall, which is so fast. Like that is so fast. That's crazy. Yeah, that's sick. I mean, if that starts making it into RTA runs, that's gonna be scary times. That's for sure. Like full game runs. That's like when you know you're approaching end game. But we are certainly not in the end game in this one yet. Popping into Cascade here. We are just starting out in this one. On the other hand, though, we are on the last week of the playoffs. I hope everybody, or excuse me, with the last week of the regular season, I hope everybody is excited for the playoffs. Sure to be some sick matches there. Starting next weekend. I have no idea what's up with my comms overlay. Oh, I just realized it's because I'm not actually in the voice channel. That would explain it. Yeah, kind of tragic that they downgraded the prediction badges. I'm not sure what the intent there was. I guess they thought that they looked too good before. You might as well just downgrade them to some circles. And yeah, as mentioned by Jason, the Urban Arts, in the chat room, Dino Skip is impossible. It's only a fabled tale. I've never seen it in a run, actually, or at all, in fact. Said it before, I'm pretty shocked just how few runners are opting to even attempt DSS, but I can't understand it. It's definitely a good strat for no resets. Not throwing in too many strats that are going to lose you a chunk of time if you miss them. Especially ones as hard as that. But yeah, it's pretty remarkable. I mean, Tyron doesn't go for doesn't go for DSS, but goes for 2 DSS in races. Like, literally, what universe are we living in right now? Still says Jambo versus Ron. Ah, I did not hit submit. Thank you, Tyron. I tried to leave it on, you know, Jambo versus Light Ron just so we can build some hype, you know, maybe bait in some supporters of Light Ron and Jambo. It's a strat. It's a stream growth strat. Speaking of stream growth, if you guys like Mario Odyssey racing or just speedrun racing in general, make sure to smack the follow button. Got a lot of speedrunning content coming up. Lots of Mario. I'm going to be really frank with you. There's a lot of Mario. So if you don't like Mario, don't follow. Probably not the place for you. But we do try to throw in some variety tournaments, some variety showcase content as well. Trying to branch out a little bit as Tyron starting up reverse town here. Shemcat. Okay, I thought for a second we were gonna do some funny business here, but gonna opt to just go for it. Normal town route. Understandable. I believe that we will for sure see Tyron doing quicksand here. I'm not sure if we're going to see Shemcat going for the new quicksand route, but we'll have to see what happens. Is Shemcat gaming? Yeah, I would have been surprised to see reverse town out of Shemcat, but it would have been a nice possible addition coming in. Shemcat supporters popping in the chat to let us know that there might be a possible platform clip route coming up. We'll see if that happens. Tyron nailing that icicle jump. Easy peasy. Troy invading the comms booth uninvited. You love to hear it. Hello? No, you're here now. You're here now. I almost never allow commentators to join the booth midway during a race, but feel free to join. By all means. It's all good. They couldn't even hear you, so I was just talking to myself like a lunatic.
Fun.
Yeah, completely throwing off my focus here. Not really sure what's going on. It looks like Tyron probably going for platform clip route. Can't really see what's going on from what's on my screen right now. So we'll just have to see together what's going to happen. Where's Tyron?
Together. I don't even know who I am yet, but that's... I did also stumble into this, like, randomly. I know, I caught you off guard. I'm sorry.
Okay, Tyron gonna be doing the clip here. Shemcat unfortunately unable to break that box there with the bullet bill. Tyron does make his way out of bounds.
Yep, going through the crate, the platform clip, and Shemcat also making their way towards that. Hi, chat. Don't know how good their camera setup was there. It looked like they had to leave for a bit longer. Had to wait a bit longer than usual, or that I've seen for others.
Yeah, but Shemcat also going for the platform clip route and nailing it. Keeping up with Tyron here. I like to see what I'm seeing on my screen right now. Obviously a little bit behind, but hard to not be a little bit behind versus Tyron, and definitely keeping paces.
Yeah. And the good benefit of this new route is how many coins you can get. Shemcat did actually get some coins with Cappy while in that Sinks room. And so, yeah, it becomes a lot less of a problem to worry about coins.
Yeah, for sure. Lots of coins available in Sand Kingdom.
Especially if you're not doing Spiritless route, because, like, if you do Spiritless and Luncheon, you just got to buy another moon, so you got to consider those coins as well. But if you're not doing it, maybe at Shemcat's level, you're not doing Spiritless just yet, it actually can be pretty helpful, I would think. However, it is kind of a hard trick to learn.
Indeed. All right, Tyron heading up to the Lake Clip area here. See how Lake Clip goes for both these players. Can't expect Tyron to have too much issue with it, but definitely one of those places where any runner of any skill could have some issues with it and could open up a potential opening here, but instantly clipping through the wall, making me look like a fool.
Yeah, Lake Clip's been in the route for a while at this point, so Tyron's pretty practiced on it.
Yeah, he's played a little bit of Mario in the past.
Just a tad.
Shemcat believers collectively hallucinating perhaps in the chat room, claiming that Shemcat is indeed ahead. I mean, I can't argue with that. I mean, he definitely is gaming.
Yeah, I see a few Shemcat fans. And I do love having the prediction badges so that we can tell for sure who are the Shemcat believers. I've had people before who were like talking about being the underdog believer, and then I see their prediction badge for the other player, and I'm like, you are straight up lying.
I believe in them. I just don't actually think they're gonna win. You know, so I'm trying to farm points.
Yeah, not putting your channel points where your words are. Oh, I'm not judging the people without badges.
I'm judging you, Samu. If you're not arriving to every single Super Mario Odyssey race on the planet about 25 minutes early and waiting for the starting soon screen, are you a real fan?
Yeah. What are you doing with your life? You should be following us and then having that bell on so that you know exactly when we're going live.
You should literally refresh the Cool Cat Gang calendar every 5 minutes, and whenever we add something to the calendars, add something to your like phone alarm so that it goes off like 30 minutes beforehand so you can be ready.
Yeah, you can do that. You know, that's the useful thing about Google Calendar. You could probably add that to your own calendar, and then like if you have Google Connect. Yeah, and then if you have like Google connected to your phone, it would give you a little alert on your phone before a match goes live.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But we are headed into Wooded Kingdom here. I want to continue memeing about the maze clip, but it's definitely not going to happen. I would love to see it though, or like even an attempted maze clip.
Chance. Not a chance.
Do it, Tyron.
Honestly, part of what was going on there, I think, like if I had to guess, part of it is that the ComSob is getting close to another minute milestone or some sort of milestone. And so they're trying to get it down in different kingdoms, seeing where there is time to go, you know, difference between BTT and ComSob and where they can add some time save so that they can get that minute barrier. But it could also just be Tyron looking for stuff to improve their Summer Best. So that the 56 is more viable than it already is. Because it's not hugely viable right now. It's somewhat viable, but not fully.
Yeah, we got a few.
That's kind of what Platform Clip did, was made it slightly more viable, but maybe he's looking for some more stuff to maybe help push it, make it even more possible.
Yeah, there's definitely like a very positive trend of like when one thing happens in the speed game, like sometimes people think, you know, like, oh, nothing's ever going to change in this route, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, we can save 10 seconds here, and then it's like, all right, well, where else can we save 10 seconds? Like,
exactly.
Oh, let's go! Get it!
Shemcat missing late, not
No!
We have to go for the intermediate route here.
No, this is an advanced wooded route coming out from Shemcat, actually. This is called Shemcat route. I'm not sure if you've been following the developments.
I'm just going by what the title is on YouTube, and I looked it up and found this route because, you know, it's a useful route for people who are just, you know, want to skip skewer, but aren't quite ready for a nut clip. You know, it's called the intermediate route. But yes, I get it. It's Shemcat is a very advanced player. I'm not trying to discredit their skills. It's what it's called on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything on Shemcat's side looking A-okay to me. Tyron, though, just a little bit ahead, unfortunately. I think it was that maze clip attempt really bringing Tyron out into his own here.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Just almost too short on getting into the tower.
Yeah.
Had to do a ledge grab. That was like a little bit shorter. That could have either been a corner clip or a bonk into the wall, and that both of those would have been terrible. So yep, Shemcat, being that they are not doing that flip route anymore, is going for the plant moon. The front plant moon, which will cause a cutscene. Some alternatives have been that potentially going for the fire bro moon instead, but it's kind of up to debate which one is faster. Like at this point, you're just doing like it might just be at this point Shemcat doing what they're used to doing and not wanting to improvise the route fire bro.
Yeah. Tyron absolutely cruising through the flooded pipes here. Shemcat is going for that triple jump. FRS, looking good. Mulan, thank you for wrapping the criminally underused no bully emoji. I believed so hard in the maze clip, like literally never had faith in something as much in my life.
Yeah, I see Tyron now talking about it in the chat. Like, I wasn't entirely sure what your motivation was. Like, yeah, it could have been. It could have been to improve ComSob. It could have been just because someone else was asking you to explore it. It could have been to help your own Sum of Best as well. Because, like I said to you before, it's hard for anyone to stay within a minute of their Sum of Best for an hour. Like, that is ridiculous. And that's what you need to do. You need to do less than that to get a 56. And that's... So yeah, I wouldn't blame you if you tried to, like, go find every second that you could in other spots as well. Anyway, now we're into Cloud Kingdom for Tyron, and Shemcat just finishing up Wooded here. Not too far apart, all things considered.
Tyron managing to beat Bowser without dying. That's remarkable, honestly. That's probably one of the hardest boss fights in all history. Tyron taking out the King Koopa. Shemcat still in Wooded Kingdom, unfortunately, just now headed to Cloud Kingdom, and not quite a kingdom lead, as Cloud Kingdom is quite short, but Tyron isn't lost.
Maybe Shemcat just needs a chant in the chat, you know, just spam this thing to help Shemcat or something, who knows.
Yeah, I mean, for how effective chat copy pasta cheers are, we've seen a criminally, like, low amount of them recently. Like,
right.
I think every single time I've seen like spam, I don't want to call it spam. It's not even a spam message. It's just a cheer message in chat being repeated. Almost always that player wins. Makes it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, definitely showing the chat, like showing that the chat is on their side, can definitely help a person's morale, I would think. And emotes are a quick way for the racer to see that, as opposed to having to like read a full message. You can just have some little emotes that show like, yeah, we're supporting you. Anyway, Tyron, Lost Kingdom, looking like a good reverse torpedo there. Yep, there it is. And Shemcat believers continuing to try to make Tyron to do really difficult tricks as a way for Shemcat to catch up.
Wait, what trick? What are we talking about?
Someone in chat mentioning ICC, and that's clearly, yeah, this is the Shemcat believer tactic of making Tyron do difficult tricks so that he makes this match closer. Yes, I caught you in the act.
Didn't realize it was that easy to influence the runners in these races. Apparently, you just tell them to do stuff and they'll do it. That's pretty great.
I mean, it's worth a try. Like, it's not gonna. You don't know what it's gonna do.
Yeah, I think prompting Tyrone to do TDSS is probably not the best play if you're a Shemcat believer, honestly.
Part of the reason being that Tyron literally always does it. So
yeah.
You're not convincing him of anything. He's gonna do it.
Yeah.
I told you why it's not working. Why these go fasters aren't working. You gotta add emotes so it's easier and quicker for the streamer to read. Oh, and Shemcat missing the triple jump is still gonna break the cage though, so this should be fine. Not a huge time loss.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating. Someone in chat asking, what is ICC? ICC stands for Icicle Cavern Clip. So in snow in the Goomba room, usually you have to stack up some Goombas and open a wall to grab a moon. You can actually clip through the corner of the wall. So.
That was just Ice Corner Clip.
I call it Ice Cavern Clip. I don't know. I'm an OOT player, so Ice Cavern is in my brain.
Right. Yeah, it's for, I believe the last two C's are for Corner Clip. Yeah.
I think that Ice Cave or Ice Cavern sounds cooler than Goomba Room, but that's just me.
But they're all ice caverns. There's 4 of them.
Yeah, but I mean, you only go into one, don't you?
We go into 2 of them.
Yeah, but the other one's the Blowy Joey room.
No, it's the Typhoon room.
Nah. Okay, see, this is why me and Troy can't talk about names on the channel, because we will absolutely never agree.
I mean, I found more layers to Typhoon, and so that helps my argument of why it should be called a Typhoon, like the game tells us they're called.
More layers? What does that mean?
Someone was like, oh, you know, Blowy Joey has many... Oh, no! Shit! Okay, sorry, I had to interrupt my conversation.
Did you just apologize for interrupting yourself?
Yeah! Yes, it's important, okay? Anyway, yeah, Shemcat going to miss that jump on top of the building at the start of Metro. I'm gonna have to reset for that. He's slightly speeding up. I do like it. We're adding a baby rage emote to the Shemcat speed up chant.
All I've heard is that Typhoos are like onions, and that's why they're called Typhoos. That's all that I understand.
Right, so going back to the Typhoon conversation, someone was asking me, like, it's a more, my argument was that it's a more clever name than Blowy Joey, which the community came up with. Oh, it just rhymes. It's nothing.
Yeah, but Slap Daniels told me it was Blowy Joey, so, I mean, I think that's a better argument.
Yeah, Unless Slap Daniels gives me like 100 subs or something to make it to have me call it Blowy Joey. No, I'm sticking with Typhoon.
Wow.
He has gifted me subs before, but that was in reward for doing Snowdram. That was a while ago.
Troy demanding gift subs live on the air. Gonna have to get Slap Daniels in on this.
Not here. I have not seen Slap Daniels in a while, which is honestly sad. Slap Daniels is a great person in this community.
Oh, he's around. But yeah, I never said that begging for money was illegal on the stream. I mean, we do that all the time. Like, we are currently begging for money for Urban Arts, our fantastic charity partner. If you don't already know about Urban Arts. They're pretty great. They support underprivileged students to go to college for game design. Students that otherwise wouldn't be going to college. And 100% of these students that go through their program do end up actually going to college. So if you want to help some kids go to school, you can use !donate in the chat to support them. It would be super cool. I would appreciate your support. Anything else you want to beg for, Troy? I mean, I'm all out of ideas. I guess people could, like, donate bits. I don't know.
Follows. You can beg for follows. You can follow us, ! Commentators in chat. Although I'm probably not in the command right now because I joined late, but I can link it.
I think you're in the command. I put 2 commentators in. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I did it wrong, but.
Comms has 2 M's. Good try.
Guess we'll never know.
Oh my god. There you go. Oh, I'm Simple Flips now. Okay, cool.
Wow, Troy posting self-promotion links in the chat channel. Kind of weird.
I'm a moderator. I have that power. I can do that.
Kind of weird. Tyron here, climbing up the tower. Almost done with Metro. Will we see reverse people's room? It's been kind of on and off for Tyron whether or not he's going for it, so we'll see if he opts to today. I feel like he will. I feel like he will. I believe. I think the Shemcat believers are on my side as well. Yeah, bullet building is not any new routing by any stretch of the imagination. It is fast, though, and it is epic.
Yeah, it's been around for a bit. And what also has been around for a little bit is reverse people's room, but not a lot of people do it.
Epic.
Tyron in chat saying that I'm guessing the reverse people's room was a bit off. Maybe it was the bullet building. I'm not sure what part, because I was too busy getting my link for my channel to see.
Oh,
exactly
he was just a little bit nervous on the people's room reverse style, I do believe.
Okay.
But
yeah.
Shemcat here, rocking through the bullet bill room. We'll see if he's able to connect with this bullet bill. Oh, and it has exploded. Oh, never mind. That is the wrong bullet bill.
No, it's the one coming towards you, not... Yeah. That one's way expended and also way too low.
Oh my gosh, is that legendary gamer Bugfish04 in the chat channel? I'm a huge fan. Tyron cruising into Snow Kingdom right now as Shemcat is frantically trying to make it through Metro faster than the speed of light, but I don't know. Tyron's moving pretty quick. Gonna have to
Yeah,
make
but we'll see if they do early shop or not, and I'll confirm if they were convinced of the ICC.
I mean, chat was not very convincing. I'm gonna be really honest.
No, they did a very good job.
What? I saw one request.
He's listening to me. I'm doing it as well. No, I'm not. I don't care what you do. I'll say things to it no matter which choices you make. Go slower, Tyron chant. Yeah. The go slower chants don't seem to be working as Tyron is successfully able to get the snow clip. Snow moon clip.
Snowdram moon clip. Out of bounds movement.
SS.
Yes. Really good blowy jar room though so far from Tyron. This dude's cruising. What do you think about that, Troy? Feel like this blowy jar room has been good?
Yeah, I think he's doing really well. There's a good spiny manip there with the Taifu. It's very well done.
What's that emote? That emote is tiny. I've never seen that before.
It's the global. So.
The global 7 TV emote. It's probably like 8,000 of those.
There's a few.
Oh, there's not that many actually. How do they even decide these global emotes? Like, why is this a global 7 TV emote? Like, man, everybody's using that. Knod, Daipa, Hope, Peep.
It's Peepo Happy Dank backwards.
Oh.
And upside down. It's the text of what it would normally be, but flipped.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Tyron about to head out of Shiveria Town as Shemcat is entering. I'm starting to see a trend here. At least for the Shemcat believers, you can have solace in the fact that Shemcat has not fallen more behind in recent times. Definitely keeping pace here.
Yep, always within one kingdom.
Yes. Oh, no.
Yeah, missing the moon clip from Shemcat. Oh, and Shemcat missing the cycles in the Taifu. I'm gonna have to readjust. And the cycle's throwing them so far off that that Cappy gets blown away for a little bit. Had to wait it out. And no spiny minute. So, a bit of a messy Taifu room, unfortunately.
Alright, so we have entered into Seaside here, which is apparently on fire, but Shemcat believers, they're fine with it. They're chilling. All good.
Oh, well, our chat is now opting for threats.
Oh my. Little bit Monka.
Yeah, I think we might have crossed a line here.
I have no comment. I'll leave that up to the discretion of the tournament organizers.
You are a tournament organizer.
I have no comments. Tyron swimming swiftly past the sea bacon here on his way to do, I think this is called chest clip, correct?
Chest dip.
Ah, yes, chest clip. Okay, well, not getting it. Unfortunate. I think that probably puts the nail in the coffin. Shemcat securely in the lead now. Surely.
Yeah. Definitely.
Dude, that should be Shemcat's alt. Shem Dog. 100%. I really want my alt to be Saren Mew too, but I can't get it because someone else reserved it. Shemcat. Gonna get the warp off the wall.
The chat's about to shoot a cat here.
Commentator encouraging the speech, which he is clearly not happy with. I'm not really sure what the angle is here, but...
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Just as Shemcat fails Snowdram, so yeah, that's gonna be a large time loss, so yeah, I don't know. It's up to the discretion of the chat. Yeah,
oh
exactly. You know what to do.
Shemcat letting us know that the beat dropped on the song that he was listening to as he failed Snowdram, which is probably the most anticlimactic and sad thing that can happen as a speedrunner. Is if you're like, especially if your stream could hear it. Like if you're like practicing or like doing runs with music and you're like, oh man, this really hard trick's coming up. The beat's about to drop. I gotta hit it, and then you just bonk and like die, and it's just like, oh my god, like, missed opportunity. Alright, Tyron coming up here needs to go for, well, I guess doesn't really need to go for it, but will be going for Spirit Skip. Plenty of distance there. Can't ask. What's that?
I was just gonna say no fish dip attempt from Shemcat. But yeah, what is chat saying?
Chat is asking if Tyron can get world record. What do you think, Trey?
Oh, the classic question. I think that Shem can get world record.
Will world record holder get world record? That is always the question.
I think that Shemcat can get world record.
I'm surprised there's no like Twitter meme that's like poking a world record like holder with a stick and just like, come on, do it again. Like, I feel like that's 90% of what I see in like top runners chats sometimes.
90% of what I see on any world record, especially like minute barriers, is like immediately when's the next minute barrier.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no time for celebration, no like, oh my gosh, that was so great. Just like, when's the next one?
What's the next one? Any more?
Never satisfied.
Yeah.
Now we're getting that health refilled there. Gonna be avoiding watching the animation to refill after the moon. Very cool stuff. And the Shemcat support is just coming out of the woodwork right now. No world record perhaps in Mario Odyssey, but in the support category for the most support in a Cool Cat Gang stream race. I don't know, we're getting there.
Here's an interesting one that chat should try. Maybe if you give a donation in to Urban Arts saying what you want Tyron to mess up on, maybe they'll do it. Also worth a try. Yep. See, chat understands it. They are in the same kingdom, so it is tied.
Yeah, that logic follows for sure.
Mm-hmm. The other logic follows is that a cat is still, you know, dinosaurs went extinct, so cats are clearly winning right now.
That also follows, I understand.
And Tyron keeps moving further and further away from the Odyssey, where Shemcat is currently closer to it, so... True facts. Tyron did actually have to retry on Invisiblock jump. Was able to recover it before dying, which is good, good awareness from them. Okay, Tyron finishing it up with the Scarecrow Timer Challenge. And Shemcat is making their way through standard Spiritful luncheon. Tyron putting their price in chat of how much they will has to be given for them to throw this match.
Wait, 500 million what?
You know what? They didn't specify, so that's a good point.
I mean, to be honest, like, pretty much any currency is gonna be,
Yeah, 500 million is a lot in basically any currency. There's no way around this.
I'm trying to find, like, the smallest... I don't know, I feel like maybe Korean won? Like, the most price-effective one off the top of my head. I thought maybe Indian rupees would be close, but apparently that's still like 3 million US dollars. Alright, so Tyron into the Ruined Dragon fight. This is huge. This is game-changing. Will he be able to defeat the giant kind of purple dragon? Not saving Captain Toad here.
As I get water and you do commercials.
Oh, we have no time for commercials right now. This is probably the most intense gameplay we're going to get all match as he does finish the first phase here. I'm a little bit concerned, though. He did not save Captain Toad, which the Toad assist is a pretty huge perk. Once you get that Captain Toad unlocked, okay, all right.
There it is.
That's a little bit more comfortable now. I was a little bit worried for him at first. All right, second phase. Will he be able to nail this?
We're getting very happy for a second. They thought they had a chance.
Yeah, I mean, if you forget the Toad assist, I don't know. It makes this fight so much harder. All right. Manages to knock out the second phase of the dragon. Third phase coming in hot. There's so many swords on this dragon's head, and Tyron only has full health. This could be a disaster.
There's a currency called Dram.
I did not actually know that. That's kind of crazy.
That is amazing. That is great.
Even more crazy, though, Tyron has managed to defeat an entire dragon all by himself. That is absolutely remarkable. This dude truly is the chosen one. Yeah, I think that's the best candidate so far, Fireball, is the Armenian Dram. 500 million Armenian Dram.
The fact alone that it's called Dram is definitely a very good reason to use it.
It is a real thing. Wow.
You looked it up just now?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's crazy. I'd be so like, I don't know why it'd be so weird to like go to a store and buy something for like 100,000 of anything. Like it just like doesn't compute in my brain.
Yeah, that is interesting. I'm just like, yeah, going to Japan or Korea and having to having bills on them with thousands on printed on them, and you're just like, this seems like a lot of money, and it's like $1. Like, okay.
Alright, so Tyron is headed into Bowser's Kingdom here. Surely nothing bad could happen here. There's only tons of infinite death pits everywhere. Shemcat, on the other hand, heading into the most dangerous kingdom in the game. I mean, Tyron's managed to dispatch the dragon, but I don't know. Can Shemcat do it? Oh, yeah, wow. I guess I guess the thing that I pointed out is actually less than half as expensive. I am an idiot. That's remarkably stupid. Thank you, Fireball, for correcting me from not knowing my own brain. Oh, wow.
Tyron looking good on their shards movement. Wow. That was right on the money.
Yeah, wow. So we could get Tyron to throw with just 11,820 US dollars and 33 cents if we converted it to Indian real. That's, or excuse me, Iranian.
We can hit that. I think we can hit that.
Yeah, I mean we're close to our you know, 520 donation goal for Urban Arts. So I mean surely we could raise $11,000 to have Tyron throw one inconsequential Super Mario Odyssey 80% league match. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think we could. Yeah, I think we could do that in 10 minutes. That seems doable.
Alright, so I completely forgot to commentate Shemcat's dragon fight. I am so sorry, chat. I have truly messed up this time. But Shemcat did manage to apparently kill the dragon, which is pretty remarkable.
And Tyron working through his Sarbomba.
Shout out to Simple Flips. Thank you so much for joining us in the commentary booth. Really appreciate it. Alright, so Tyron has managed to dispatch both bunnies here. Shemcat headed into Bowser's Kingdom. Tyron with a pretty solid lead now. I mean, we've been kind of memeing about it a lot, right? Like, Tyron, oh my god, he's fallen behind so much, he, like, bonked, or he missed one thing and had to back it up, but, like, Shemcat's not too far behind, like, all things considered. I think Shemcat's overall goal in the league, he said, was to get 101s. And he's on decent pace right now. I don't think it's on 101 pace, but, you know, we're close. Close.
Yeah, it's hard to say because I can't really. I didn't look at their was entering the kingdom. By the way, Tyron with a very good pikeless.
I think if all goes well, it's pretty reasonable to expect a 102 here, but a 101 is definitely on the line. Like, we would have to see Shemcat play extremely good here in the rest of the race, which, not out of the question.
Ooh, Shemcat messing up a little bit on the shards movement. Should be able to cover that, recover that pretty simply, though. Never mind. Having a bit more trouble.
You made him nervous.
Yeah, I did.
Classic commentator ruining everything. Can't believe it. Shemcat fans running out of material, still just going with the classic speed up baby rage. Doesn't seem to be working anytime it's been spammed in the chat room. I feel like the Shemcat fans in the chat are a little bit more concerned about the race time than Shemcat is. Like, Shemcat's just kind of chilling and jamming.
Yeah.
Every time he makes a mistake, he's just kind of laughing it off, and the chat is like having a mental breakdown. I mean, I get it. I mean, oh my god, Shemcat, okay, saving
fine.
it.
That's why you Bowser's Ram.
Okay.
And then didn't Bowser's Ram that second time. Oh wow, that is a lot of points to bet on that. Okay.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, this is the last time your streamer is going to show up in the league this year. I mean,
and I did actually just double check that, and that is actually how many points they bet on this.
I mean, you doubted the chatter?
No, I was
Never doubt the chat. They're always right.
You know what? You got a good point.
They always tell the truth.
Like I said, there is one tactic you haven't tried, which is donating to the fundraiser that's currently going on.
That is a good point. That is a good point. I mean, maybe you could possibly bribe the UA folks to do some sort of sabotage here on the race. I mean,
does that command not work? Or does it? Where's the Tiltify link?
It's probably just laggy.
Oh, Nightbot is slow. Okay, there it goes.
Roy having a mental breakdown. It's okay. The link will come. And I'm sure that everyone in the chat will click on that link and donate at least a couple bucks, you know, clueless. Chat trying to bribe Tyron to flex on his opponent. I'm not sure if that is the strategy either here that we want to go for. Although it would certainly make the race a little bit closer. I'm just glad that the epidemic of flexing and showboating in races on this channel has come down a little bit. It was kind of out of control for a while. It's mostly been under control, as Tyron is not under control, taking a direct hit to Mario's forehead with the Wall of the Moon. Probably not what he was looking for. Oh!
Oh, missing Mooncave skip.
Tyron making a mistake. You know, we're making fun of that, right? Like, oh my gosh, Tyron made a mistake, but like, when it comes to the playoffs, when the matches like really start mattering a lot, like, and you're going against opponents that are very much closer to your skill level, like if you're going against Jambo and you make that mistake, and Jambo's like practice, like, that's a bit scarier.
Yeah. I definitely heard that, where like higher level players, when they're like, when someone's a bit closer to them, they definitely are like keeping track of their every move, making sure they don't mess up something.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's different levels of pressure for different environments. Like I remember yesterday during a Mario 64 event I was watching, the commentators were talking about how at PACE 2019, when Ouija and D whatever were racing, I believe it was, like, they both got like 53s or something like that, which is like a ridiculously like slow time for players of their caliber, like, you know, grinding a tournament match. But when you're like put in a position that's, you know, kind of a little bit out of your comfort zone, it's a little bit less comfy. Oh, Tyron actually missing a fast hat there.
Getting yoinked.
Yeah. It just shows how like consistent these players are too. Like when they miss one thing and we're like, oh my god, like Tyron just messed up a fast hat. Like that never happens. We're spoiled.
Shemcat talking to chat, talking about how they really are hoping they get some points from this at least, which they will, given that they're still within 5 minutes.
Man, that's a commentator's curse. If I've ever heard one, that is like that is the commentator's curse right there.
It is pushing it. It's very close to not being, because Moon Kingdom in itself is about 5 minutes, so it's like just barely some points.
I didn't quite see what Shemcat held up to the screen there. I'm guessing it wasn't anything illicit. I think it was like a Shemcat pause or something like that. That would be my guess.
Yeah, probably just some playful emote or picture.
Chat and commentators exposing that nobody is actually looking at the screen. I was looking at the screen, it was just really small in the OBS preview window.
Small, and yeah, and then for me, Discord screen share always has terrible bitrate, so I couldn't tell at all what was going on there. Tyron completely missing 2DSS after like 3 or 4 attempts, so this is more time for throwing for content spam to happen in the chat, because that was clearly what was happening.
Yeah, unfortunate not to see a 2DSS out of Tyron, but it's not the end of the world. We're coming up to the Cat Jam segment, and I mean, Shemcat, he might not be in the lead, but you can still get the Cat Jams out in the chat. Support Shemcat, kind of a thing.
And just because Tyron is in the escape sequence doesn't mean you can't shoot for Shemcat. You still gotta make sure that they get it, stay within distance so they can get some points, so...
Yeah, I mean, we've never seen an invisible wall on the Cool Cat Game channel, as Shemcat is making friends with the wall there.
We've seen a couple. But yeah, Tyron's gonna be finishing out this final pillar. And almost looked like they wanted to get invisible walls, because you can intentionally make it happen, but it's hard to make happen on purpose. Anyway, gonna be able to get into the rock and capture the pylon to finish it up.
Epic.
Epic.
Epic. Alright, Shemcat. Gonna lead us to victory here. I believe in you, Shemcat. Have a good, clean segment.
As long as Shemcat gets within a 103.39, they will get points here.
Points.
Looking good so far as they get through the phases of the Bowser fight. Very risky here with the one heart. I am watching closely. I think they're fine though. Yep, able to get that last hit in there without dying. And then once you capture Bowser, you go right back up to 6 hearts. So no real trouble dying unless they roll off an edge here, which didn't happen. And yeah, this is looking to be a mid to high 102 if everything goes right. So that should still get them some points. Which is really the goal here at this point. Just Shemcat wants at least some points. More than 0. He's trying on 2DS.
Oh my god, what a gamer.
Landed on the first platform.
What a gamer, dude.
Do much after.
I like how much you're hyping up the points, even though this is the last week and Shemcat has no chance of qualifying for the playoffs.
They wanted the points.
Yeah,
it's a good consolation prize. Okay.
I think the consolation prize would have definitely been nailing that 2DSS. So I'm definitely glad he went for that.
Yeah.
You know what time it is? It is the jam time. We had a good showing of the cat jams earlier. I saw a few Pepe Ds. I was a little bit disappointed, but you know. We all make mistakes. One more pillar remaining for our cat Shem. Can he nail it? Easy peasy. Okay, I lied. There's one more. Oh,
it can still
Lord.
be easy even if there's still one more to go.
Exposing myself as the restreamer right now. I never looked away for a second as Shemcat is gonna nail a 102. Very beautiful, very powerful.
And Shemcat will be going home with 5 whole points.
Yeah, and turn the peace sign at the chat. You'd love to see that.
I believe it's 5 points. I might have done that math.
Math minor, Troy of Athens, struggling with adding and subtracting times. A little bit concerning. So Troy, are you hyped for the playoffs?
Of course I'm hyped for the playoffs.
I am also hyped for the playoffs. It's gonna be a big deal. I mean, I think the Any% Open started in November, which obviously this is an entirely separate tournament from the Any% Open, but like there's been
not the same tournament.
There's been so much Any%, and like there's players that qualified from the Any% Open is why I bring it up. So we've been playing since like November to reach this point, and we are almost in the home stretch. So it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be very powerful. Hope everybody follows, tunes in. No matter who's racing, there are going to be some banger matches. We will, of course, have the bracket out after this weekend. But for now, we're going to see if we can get Shemcat into the booth here for a little bit of an interview. Tyron having a jet. I'm not sure what he has to do, but always having to go somewhere about 4:30 every day, it seems. Might have like a job or something. Weird champ. I don't know about that.
No, that's pizza time. 4:30 is pizza time.
Oh, 4:30 is pizza time. Got ya.
Yeah.
Pizza time.
I knew it. It's pizza time.
Oh yeah. Like I was covered for you.
Confirming in chat, it's pizza time.
Pizza time.
But we do got Shemcat joining us.
I was kind of hoping you would just say pizza time and then we'd make Shemcat feel really awkward. But how you doing, Shemcat?
I'm doing great. Who saw that surprise upset? Shemcat beating Tyron coming.
I did not see that coming. That was actually so insane. Like Shemcat coming in as the underdog. Like what? Like how are you feeling?
Dude, it's crazy. No one expected me to get the first 56, did they? Like, damn.
So many doubters.
This run was pretty good.
So many doubters. I can't believe it. So, I mean, when you went for Moonskip, like, how are you feeling, like, leading up to that? Like, obviously, you have to do some pretty complicated ace movements to make that happen, but, I mean, obviously, doing it first time in RTA in a tournament race, pretty crazy.
What, 2DSS?
Yes, turns out getting a 56
Okay.
Getting a 56 in the last week of the
Okay,
of
let's go
the
too
round
far.
robin
Let's go too far. Let's go too far.
No. It auto qualifies you into the playoffs. So
No,
good
no.
job.
Damn, nice,
Fake news.
nice.
Fake news. Stop the count. I don't believe it. Not happening. But anyways, Shemcat. Obviously having to fight in through the open tournament, playing throughout the entirety of the league. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? How did you enjoy the competition?
I don't think I've won a race so far, so, and I think this was my last run, so that's a bit of a moment, but it was still a really cool, like, experience to be, like, within all these, like, really insane runners. Like, I see them at the top of the leaderboards, like, they're so good, and yeah, I'm here, which is, like, kind of crazy. Even if I did kind of somewhat luck my way in, we still definitely take those.
Yeah, that's definitely a good mentality to have. I mean, I'm definitely appreciative for you, sticking it through. I know it is rough coming in several weeks in a row, not having to win, but, I think you played pretty hard throughout all your matches. Definitely didn't, like, just throw in the towel at any point, which is extremely respectable. And hopefully, maybe train up a little bit. Maybe next year, take a couple matches off some people in the league. I don't know. Ozchamp, how are you feeling about playing this game in the future?
I'm not too sure. I definitely I'm currently going for sub-hour at the moment, so, like, I got my 100.27 and 100.30, like, last week. So I'm trying to cut my way down. I'm not sure if I want to push, like, further than that, and given the standard of people, like, in Odyssey at that level at the moment, who knows if I'll be good enough to qualify again, but even if it's just one time, I still take those. Still getting to be in the league is kind of sick.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I will say, everybody in the chat room, I appreciate the energy today. It was a great race. It was a great time. We will go ahead and take our leave, though, as we do not have another match until tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We got Buster Doggy versus Stravos. That match is going to be crazy. For now, we're going to learn a little bit more about Urban Arts, and then go say hi to Light Ron, who is also grinding for a 58 and in the league, all that good stuff. So yeah, stick around, and we will see Light Ron in a few minutes. Later, gamers.